Hi students, welcome to Veda Gate Academy. Now can you continue that op-amp questions? Check out the students. In the voltage reference circuit shown in the figure, the op-amp is ideal and the transistors Q1, Q2, so on, Q32, total 32 transistors are there, students, are identical in all respects and have infinitely large value of common emitter current gain beta. Beta is large, you can call, right? So that IC equal to IE, students. The collector current IC of the transistors is related to their base to emitter voltage VBE by the relation IC equal to IS into exponential of VBE by VT. That you know Shockley equation, students, where IS you know minority current you can call, VB is the base emitter voltage, VT is the thermal voltage you can call, right? Assume that the voltage VP shown, so this point is nothing but VP shown, students, shown in the figure is 0.7 volt. So this is 0.7 volt you can call, and thermal voltage VT equal to 26 millivolt you can call. So the output voltage V in volts is, so this one is asking students, what is this output voltage V out you can call, that you can able to examine. So see this one now. So here the corresponding 31 transistors are connected to the inverting node, students, 31 transistors who are in parallel. So all these are Q1, Q2 to Q32. Total is nothing but 31 transistors are there that are connected to the inverting node you can call, and all are in parallel, students. So that base to emitter voltage of each transistor is nothing but equal to VP. That VP is given already 0.7 volt, students. Okay. So to the non-inverting node, the concerned transistor is connected is only one transistor, students. That is called Q1 you can call, right? So now I assume that here all transistors are identical call, so that all transistors carry same current. Suppose I assume that current equal to I. How many are there? That is nothing but 31 are there. So that become 31I. Now I can draw its equivalent model, students. To do that, see this one now, my condition. Now I can able to go for students. So this is the equivalent circuit of that I can go. This is my op-amp. I want that output V0, students. I want that output V0 you can call. Now I can able to examine. So this is the inverting node. This is the non-inverting node you can call. See this one now. This inverting node to output who is there, sir, means 20 kilo ohm is there, students. That I indicated now. So now I indicated this one, students. This is V out you can call. This is a 20K is there. Okay. Now I taken 20 kilo ohm, students. Next now I can able to go for what, sir, means. Say so now, sir, this is 5 kilo is there. Here 5 kilo ohm, sir. Over. That's be 5 kilo ohm, students. So totally how many transistors are connected in parallel? 31 transistors are connected in parallel, sir. So all are in parallel means all have the common voltage equal to VP. That VP equal to 0.7 volt is given, students. This is VP. That I indicated now. Sir, I assume that all the transistors carry same current, that equal to what, sir, means I assume total current equal to 31I. That I indicated like this. Right, sir? So totally 31 transistors are in parallel. Each transistor, the corresponding current I can call as a I you can call, so that the total current in that branch equal to 31I, sir. That should be the inverting node. Come to the non-inverting node, students. Come to the non-inverting node. This is the non-inverting node condition. Non-inverting to output is how much is there? 20K is there. This one, students. This is a 20K is there. Confirm now. Non-inverting to output is how much is there, sir, means 20 kilo ohm resistance is there, students. Non-inverting to output you can call, that is a 20 kilo ohm is there. There only one transistor is there, that to be called Q1. That to be Q1 is connected, students. I assume that here the voltage, what is that voltage means, now I can call. What is that voltage here, sir, means Vx I can call. And the corresponding current here I can call as a sum, Ix you can call. What is the current there, I assume, sir? Voltage is Vx and the corresponding current is what you can call, sir, means Ix I can say. This one, students. So here the voltage I can call Vx and the corresponding current is called Ix I can call. This is their equivalent model, students. Right? Now I can able to examine, students, what it can be. Now I can able to examine that one now. See this one now. as shown, right? Q2 to Q32, that is 31 transistors are in parallel and have common VBE, that equal to VB equal to VC, sir. Common VBE, nothing but equal to VCE equal to VP. That I already know, sir, that equal to 0.7 volt you can call, right? As well as each has collector current, nothing but emitter current, collector current I, then total current flow is how much? 31 I call. That I indicate. Got it now? Now, at non-inverting node, who is there? At non-inverting node, confirm now, students. Q1 is connected, right? Connected whose VBE, nothing but equal to VCE, because base and collector are shorted there, equal to Vx. Say now I can assume that. Okay, whose VBE, nothing but VCE, that equal to Vx you can call, and collector current, say Ix. Collector current, say what, sir, means Ix I can call, students. Okay. Now let us see this one now, sir, how to go for this calculations now. Now I can apply the KCL at this now, students. So using virtual ground condition here, if I assume Vx means, then using virtual ground, this one also Vx. Right? Using virtual ground, the inverting node is also to what, sir, means voltage Vx you can call. Using virtual ground, voltage at inverting node, confirm students, is also Vx. So the voltage here, that one is also Vx I can call. Now I assume that the corresponding current is like this, students. Now I indicate this one now. Just I indicate the current flow like this. Now I can able to go for this one now. KCL at inverting node, sir. KCL at inverting node I can go, students. V0 minus Vx by 20k. V0 minus Vx by 20k equal to Vx minus Vp. Vx minus Vp by 5k you can call. Confirm, students. So V0 minus Vx by 20k equal to Vx minus Vp by 5k I written now. Confirm now. Sir, V0 minus Vx by 20k, right? So equal to Vx minus Vp equal to 0.7 is already given, students. 5k. So kk cancelled out, students. Kk cancelled out. Take 20 that side. So V0 minus Vx equal to 4Vx minus 2.8. 4Vx minus 2.8, students. So take Vx that side now. That become 5Vx you can call. So V0, take that side, sir, Vx, that equal to 5Vx minus 2.8. Confirm now, students. From this now I can able to go forward, sir, means V0 I can able to give. So if I know that Vx value, automatically I may get that corresponding output voltage V0. So now I can able to keep this equation 1, students. Now I can able to introduce one more thing. Because op-amp ideal you can call none of the current passing between inverting and non-inverting terminals, sir. So that what is the current passing through this non-inverting node Ix, that should be same as that of current in the inverting node, that is 31I you can call. Because of no current passing between input terminals of the op-amp, you said that Ix must be equal to 31I. Confirm now, students. Now I can able to go for now. As no current flow between input terminals of op amp, right? No current flows between the input terminals of op amp you can call. Then what you can call, sir? Then what I say, Ix equal to 31I. Come on, students. What is that here? Ix that equal to 31I. Both are the same direction you can call. Ix equal to 31I you can call. Now I can able to rewrite now using the Sackley equation he given. So now I rewrite this one now, sir. Is into exponential of VBE. Sir, for transistor Q1, VB equal to VC, that equal to Vx you say, right? Vx by Vt equal to 31 into I. So whose I is nothing but collector current of each transistor there. That again I written Is into exponential of whose VB equal to VC, that equal to Vp there, common voltage by Vt. Come on, students. Is cancelled out. Is cancelled out, students. Now I can able to calculate this one now, students. Exponential of Vx by Vt equal to 31. Exponential of Vp by Vt can call. Now I can able to go for this. Exponential of Vx by Vt is how much there, you see? Thermal voltage is given how much, sir? 26 millivolt, students. This is 26 millivolt you can call, equal to 31 exponential of Vp is already given, students, 0.7 volt divided by Vt is 26 millivolt, 26 into 10 power minus 3. So by minimizing this one now, from this now I can able to calculate what sir means Vx value I may calculate, students. So you know that exponential of Vx by this value you may calculate and multiply to 31. After that you can able to transfer that one to the other side, sir. That become as a ln of that one now. Can I write like this, students? Vx equal to, take this one now that side, students, first. What you can call ln of 31 into exponential of 0.7 by 26 into 10 power minus 3. Confirm? So now you can able to take out this side, 26 into 10 power minus 3 volt. If you want, you can also write this one now, ln of 31 plus what sir means ln of exponential get cancelled, students. So by that you written that one as a plus, that 0.7 into 26 into 0.7 by 26 into 10 power minus 3. Otherwise you calculate this exponential value, multiply to 31. After that you calculate ln. You may get the value of Vx, students. How much you may get? This one means 0.789 volt. So minimizing that one, I can get that Vx value, students, 0.789 volt you can call. Therefore now I can able to come back the output V0, students. So we already discussed that output V0 equal to what, sir? 5Vx minus 28 from equation 1. Output V0 equal to 5Vx minus 28, sir, from equation 1 you can call. Now I can able to substitute that one, students. So 5 into 0.789 minus 2.8 volt. If I minimize this one now, I may get that corresponding voltage, sir. That equal to how much means 1.145 volt, students. So this is the output voltage we may get. So the corresponding output voltage V0 equal to 1.145 volt, students. 1.145 volt, students. So we asking that sorry. So what is that corresponding output voltage V0 asking, student? That equal to how much you may call, sir? 1.145 volt. Okay. Check out the next question, students. In the circuit shown below, the op amp is ideal, right? And the GNR voltage of the diode is 2.5 volt. Vz equal to 2.5 volt you can call. At the input, unit step voltage is applied, that is a U of t volt, sir, that equal to 1 volt amplitude is given there. Also to time t equal to 0, the voltage across each capacitor is 0. So initial voltage of the capacitor is 0 you can call. The time t in milliseconds at which the output voltage V out crosses minus 10 volt is. So at what time the voltage across the capacitor crosses how much, sir? Minus 10 volt he asking, sir. Option given 2.5 millisecond, 5 millisecond, 7.5 millisecond and 10 milliseconds, students. Now I can able to examine this. Now I redraw the circuit diagram first, students. What is that circuit diagram you go? This one you can call. So he said that initially capacitors are empty, sir. This is non-inverting node, students. So this is 1 kilo ohm is there. So you can apply some step voltage, students. That amplitude is 1 volt. Now I write directly 1 volt there. This is a capacitor. Confirm. This is a Zener voltage, Zener diode, sir. Breakdown voltage is given 2.5 volt. You can call 2.5 volt breakdown is there, students. This is the place of V0. This is one more capacitor is there. Convana. So one more capacitor is there. You can call. Right, sir. This is that one. So now I can able to go for that, students. What is that condition of it? You asking that at what time the voltage across the capacitor crosses how much means minus 10 volt. He asking, sir, minus 10 volt. You can call. Now let us see this one now, sir. Using virtual ground, here this must be 0 volt. Okay. I assume that here the current is I. Now, on applying the supply, the capacitor initial voltage 0. Now it can charge to some voltage is VC. Now I can call. Confirm my option, sir. The capacitor, first one, it can get charged, sir. What are the voltage to which it can get charged, sir? Means VC I can call. This capacitor charged to maximum voltage equal to 2.5 volts, sir, because it is in parallel with the corresponding Zener diode. That equal to what, sir? Means diode have a breakdown of 2.5. This capacitor may charge to maximum is 2.5 volt. Now let us see this one now, sir. I can able to go for this. Sir, here what is that value of I, sir? If I apply KCL at inverting node, I equal to how much you can call? 1 minus 0 by 1k you can call. See this one now, sir. I can able to estimate at what time you may get that concerned thing. So I equal to how much, sir, there? Vi minus 0 by 1k. Vi is 1 volt. 1 by 1k, that equal to 1 milliampere, students. Confirm. Now I can apply KVL here, sir. So here applied voltage 0, sir. Here the drop VC, sir. Here the drop is VZ, sir. Here the drop is V0. Can I go for now that, sir? See this one now. Also at inverting node, applied voltage 0. The voltage across the capacitor to which it is charging, I assume VC, sir. I assume that on switch on the supply, the capacitor charged to the steady voltage. I assume it is equal to VC there. I indicated there for first capacitor. The capacitor that can be charged to a voltage I can call VC, sir. And this one is what? VZ over. So VC plus VZ, sir. Come back to this one, sir. Output node to ground. That is V0, sir. VC plus VZ plus V0. Sir, now let us see this one now. I need that VC there. VC equal to minus of VZ plus V0 you may get. Convana, sir. Minus of VZ is how much is given, sir? That is 2.5 is given, right? And already V0 is also given, sir. What is that V0, sir? Means V0 equal to minus 10 volt you can call, right? So it is asking that time t at which V0 crossing what, sir? Means minus 10 volt. T is asking, sir. So V0 equal to how much, sir? Minus 10 you can call. So this is minus 7.5, that equal to 7.5 volt. Confirm. Sir, what is this current I? The current passing through the capacitor also same. Why, sir? None of the current passing between the input terminals. So as I equal to IC, no? As I equal to IC, then IC must be 1 milliampere. Confirm now, students? IC must be equal to what, sir? 1 milliampere you can call. Now, using a condition of current in a capacitor, you know the formula, sir? I equal to, what, sir, means? I equal to C into D. Sir, what is that one now, sir? Volt across the capacitor I can go. Volt across the capacitor is what, sir? VC I can go, sir. Volt across the capacitor VC equal to 1 by C integral of I dt. Can I write like this? Using integral relation between voltage and current of a capacitor, VC equal to 1 by C integral of I dt, sir. 1 by C integral of what, sir? I dt can call. Confirm my option, sir. That capacitance given is 1 microfarad there. Confirm now, sir. 1 by C integral of I dt I can recall. Sir, this is a 10 power minus 6. Integral of I equal to 10 power minus 3, sir. dt. So take 10 power minus 3 constants are out. So that become 1000, sir. Integral of dt become t, sir. Vc equal to 1000 t volt ticket. Already Vc you know, sir. Therefore, t equal to Vc by 1000. 7.5 by 1000. That become 7.5 milliseconds. That become what, students? 7.5 milliseconds. So options given 2.5 millisecond, 5 millisecond, 7.5 millisecond you can call. Other one is 10 milliseconds, students. The correct option for that one is 7.5 milliseconds. So the correct option is what, sir? 7.5 milliseconds you may get. Confirm now? So is given the circuit, the Zener breakdown voltage given, asking that the time in which the time in milliseconds at which the output V0 crosses minus 10 volt you can call. So here I consider that current I, sir. The same current passing through the capacitor I say, I can say that equal to 1 milliampere you can call. So now I can able to find out the voltage of the capacitor using the relation, sir. Zener voltage given, and this is the output terminal already minus 10 volt given. So that based on that I can calculate that VC there. So already you know that current flow here, sir. So that based on that one integral relation of the voltage and current of a capacitor, I written this VC equal to 1 by C integral of I dt. By that I calculate the time at which the output crosses minus 10 volt equal to 7.5 milliseconds. Okay. Check out the next question, students. Consider the oscillator circuit shown in the figure. The function of the network shown in dotted lines. Okay. Consisting of 100 kilo ohm resistor. Okay. In series with the two diodes connected as back to back. So this is 100 kilo ohm resistor is in series with this diode circuit who are connected as back to back. Over. For what purpose I introduce this resistors, he asking. For what purpose he introduce that resistors, he asking. First option, introduce amplitude stabilization by preventing the op amp from saturating and thus providing the sinusoidal oscillations of fixed amplitude. Okay. Next, introduce amplitude stabilization by forcing the op amp to swing between the positive and negative saturation and thus forcing the square wave oscillations of fixed amplitude. Confirm? Next, introduce a frequency stabilization by forcing the circuit to oscillate at a single frequency. Next, enable the loop gain to take on a value that produce the square waveform oscillations. Square wave oscillations you can call. Sir, it is a Wien-Bridge oscillator, sir. It is a purely Wien-Bridge oscillator. In the case of Wien-Bridge oscillator, you know that output to inverting, output to non-inverting input, you are using a Wien-Bridge network. In one arm, R and C are in series. In the other arm, R and C are in parallel. That is a Wien-Bridge network. And I told that Wien-Bridge oscillator is only oscillator that uses both positive and negative feedback, you can call. So here, now because the feedback given to the non-inverting input, you can call, there is a chance to keep that op amp in saturation mode. Whenever the op amp is in saturation mode, you don't expect that sinusoidal oscillations. The output is maybe square type output you may get. So not a sinusoidal, but Wien-Bridge oscillator is a sinusoidal oscillator. Sir, for that what I can call, sir, means you can able to introduce the bridge balance condition. So by that I told that the bridge balance condition in the case of Wien-Bridge oscillator. Additionally, why do you use this diodes in this circuit, sir? Means to provide the amplitude stabilization. To provide the amplitude stabilization, you can call, thus preventing the op amp from saturation, right? So using this diode back to back means providing what, sir, means amplitude stabilization. So against the what, sir, means op amp to go for preventing the op amp for what, sir, means saturation mode you can call. So the correct option for that one is what, sir, means among all these things, the correct option is nothing but here you can call introducing amplitude stabilization by preventing the op amp from saturation and thus producing sinusoidal oscillations of fixed amplitude. That's a condition you say. Confirm now, sir. What is the purpose of that one now? The use of back-to-back diodes can provide what I told students, amplitude stabilization so by which it can prevent the op amp from saturation, so that the body is in linear mode, so it can able to get that sinusoidal oscillations. that is the extra amplitude stabilization you may get. Confirm, sir? That's the purpose of this corresponding diode circuit in this dotted region you can call. Mainly that purpose is nothing but amplitude stabilization, so that it can prevent the op amp to go forward, sir, means saturation you can call. So it is well in linear mode and causing what, sir? Sinusoidal oscillations. Understood, the students? Check out the next one. So the correct option there is what you can call A. Next of that one I can go, students. The circuit in the figure employs positive feedback and is intended to generate sinusoidal oscillation if at a frequency f0, this is beta, students. Beta you can call, that equal to VA by V0, that equal to feedback ratio, you say, not B, sir. Beta equal to 1 by 6 angle of 0. Then to sustain oscillations at this frequency, what the condition you require? R2 equal to 5R1, R2 equal to R1 by 5, R2 equal to 6R1, R2 equal to R1 by 6 you can call. Confirm, students? So this is the amplifier circuit. So feedback network just indicated like this you can call. So that is specified with the B of F you can call. That is a feedback ratio, students. So what you asking, sir, means to sustain the oscillations, what are the conditions you require you check up? Okay. See this one now. Given beta equal to 1 by 6 angle of 0. Angle of 0 indicating that input and output are in phase you can call. And what is the magnitude of beta, sir? Beta equal to 1 by 6. That you know that. So 1 by 6 angle of 0 means that gives a phase shift of 0. And what is the value of beta equal to, sir? 1 by 6 you can call. What is the condition to sustain the oscillations? Asking, sir. Sir, this is the network you can call. From your circuit, what is that beta you can able to check out from the component values. Already I told this condition, sir. From circuit, how to define the beta, sir, means that is to be the ratio of input to sum of input and feedback elements. So who is the input element? R1. Who is the feedback element? R2. Then what is the formula for beta, sir? You already know. Beta equal to R1 by R1 plus R2. That's the standard one. Beta should be the ratio of input resistance to sum of input and feedback resistance, sir. Already know that. Beta equal to R1 by R1 plus R2, students. Now I can able to equate both of that. So this is the condition you given. So from the feedback network of your amplifier circuit, so what is the beta you may get, sir, means R1 by R1 plus R2. Thereby you may equate those two things to get the condition to sustain the oscillations. R1 by R1 plus R2 equal to 1 by 6. So take this one now. R1 plus R2 equal to 6R1. So R2 equal to 5R1, comma, the condition for oscillation, students. The condition for oscillation. So this would be the condition for oscillation in the case of your op-amp circuit, sir, of this corresponding oscillator. So R2 equal to how much there? 5R1, sir. The options would be A for this. Confirm. Check out the next question now. The value of C required for sinusoidal oscillations of frequency 1 kHz in the circuit of the figure given is. So in this circuit, what is the capacitance you require to get a frequency of 1 kHz? You asking, students. Options given 1 by 2 pi microfarad, 2 pi microfarad, 1 by 2 pi root 6 microfarad, 2 pi root 6 microfarad you can call. Now I can able to examine, students, what that one. Now it is a circuit of Wien-Bridge oscillator, students. It is a circuit of what? Wien-Bridge oscillator there. So you are asking the value of capacitance at a frequency of what, sir? 1 kHz you can call. It is a Wien-Bridge oscillator you can call. Confirm. Sir, these are the RC parallel branch. This is RC series branch. Each resistance equal to 1 kilo ohm there. R1 equal to R2 equal to 1 kilo ohm, sir. That I can call R. That equal to 1K. C1 equal to C2 equal to, that is unknown, sir. So equal capacitance, but that is unknown there. That I need to calculate at F equal to what, sir? F equal to 1 kilohertz you can call. At F equal to 1 kilohertz you have to calculate that capacitance. What are the formula for Wien-Bridge oscillator for resistors and capacitors are same, means 1 by 2 pi RC, students. Right? 1 by 2 pi into R. R equal to what, sir? So now I need to calculate this one now, sir. C require C equal to 1 by 2 pi RF. Reverse iterator, because you need the capacitance now. So that equal to 1 by 2 pi R equal to 1K. 1K means 10 cube, sir. And again F also 1K, sir. That is 10 cube farad. That equal to 1 by 2 pi 10 power 1 6 means microfarad. 1 by 2 pi microfarad you may get, students. So the correct option for that one is A again. So the answer for that one is what, sir? A. That is a Wien bridge oscillator, sir, asking the capacitance for a given frequency of 1K. Okay. Next one of that one I can go, students. In the circuit shown below, the op amp is ideal. In the circuit shown below, students, the op amp is ideal, you can call. Right. The transistor has VB equal to 0.6 volt, sir. The transistor has VB equal to 0.6 volt, you can call. And beta equal to 150 is given. Beta should be equal to how much, sir? 150, you can call. Decide whether the feedback in the circuit is positive or negative. Decide the feedback is positive or negative, you can call. And you determine the voltage V at the output of op amp. Determine the voltage V at the output of op amp, you can call, sir. And options given: positive feedback V equal to 10 volt, positive feedback V equal to 0 volt, negative feedback V equal to 5 volt, negative feedback V equal to 2 volt. Now I can able to examine, sir. So what is that V and what is the type of feedback also you can able to examine. So now, sir, I redraw the circuit diagram first. This is the circuit diagram we given. Plus, minus. Here it is a 5 volt is there. Confirm. This is the node V, students. Confirm. So now I can able to connect a transistor at the node V, you can call. He connected transistor there. This is the emitter node. Here 1.4 kilo ohm resistance is there. Right, sir? This is the ground. So this is connected to like this. And this is the thing connected towards her means 5K. Can I connect like this, students? 5K, 10 volt. So this is the circuit indicated. So what is the value of V and what is the type of feedback is asking, students. Now I can able to go for this circuit diagram. Sir, if you come back here, what is this voltage, sir? 5 volt. Using virtual ground, here also the voltage is 5 volts. Here also the virtual ground, using virtual ground, the corresponding voltage equal to 5 volt you can call. Here the corresponding current passing is IC. Here corresponding current passing is IE. Confirm, students? This is the place for VB. Right. Now I can able to define the first value of V, sir. So using virtual ground, here also 5 volt you can call. Now what is that IC, sir? IC equal to what, sir? 10 minus 5 by 5K you can call. 10 minus 5 by 5K you can call. Confirm, sir? So now I can able to go for using virtual ground. Non-inverting node is also to 10 volt you can call. Non-inverting node is also at 10 volt, I say. Now I can able to define the collector current, students, in this one now. No current passing to the in between the input terms of the op amp. No current passing between the input terms of the op amp, students. What is the collector current I can define? IC equal to 10 minus 5 by 5K. That equal to 1 milliampere. Confirm, sir? So beta equal to 150 is given. Now I need IE, sir. Okay. IC equal to alpha IE, students. IE equal to IC by alpha. Alpha equal to beta by 1 plus beta. That is 1 plus beta by beta, students. Okay. So that is 1 milliampere into 151 by 150, sir. If you do this one now, again it is close to 1 milliampere. I equal to 1 milliampere, sir, again. Now I can able to go for V, sir. V is the output voltage of op amp there. So V equal to VB in. V equal to VB drop. Here it is IE into 1.4K, sir, plus IE into 1.4K. VB drop is given 0.6, students. IE is 1 milliampere you can call into 1.4K. So kilo milli cancelled out. 0.6 plus 1.4, students, that equal to 2 volt. So V should be 2 volt, students. As compared to input of op-amp, output is less. As compared to input, output is less means output can get suppressed by the feedback. So as compared to input of 5 volt, here we called 2 volt you can call. Means due to feedback effect, that corresponding thing is could be suppressed so that output can reduce. So it is a case of negative feedback, students. Okay, because of E come to be decreasing as compared to the input value. Output value could be less, you can call, means so that the corresponding input gets suppressed by the feedback effect, sir. So that output value to be less, you can call, indicating that it is a circuit of negative feedback, students. Right? It is a negative feedback circuit, sir. So negative feedback circuit, that's a condition. So, and what is that value of E, sir, means 2 volt you can call. So the correct option for that one is D, students. Understood now? Why that this is a 2 volt, sir, as compared to 5. So why that output V to be less as compared to that of input, sir, means because I think that it may be suppressed by the feedback effect, you can call. Due to suppression, automatically the net input decreases, so that output decreases, you can call. So by that you can easy to confirm, so that it is a circuit of negative feedback, and what are the value of you expected there, that equal to 2 volt, sir. That equal to what? 2 volt. Okay. Check out the next question, students. The nature of the feedback in op-amp circuit is, what type of feedback you are using here, he asking, students. So this is the op-amp circuit given, current feedback, voltage feedback, current feedback, voltage current feedback. See this one now, sir, this circuit look like what, sir, means what you can call, sir, non-inverting amplifier it is. It look like what, sir, non-inverting amplifier. Who is the feedback element, sir? This is the feedback element you can call. And this feedback element connected directly to the output, sir, voltage sampling. So it is directly connected to the output, sir, that is a voltage sampling you can call. Confirm? That is a voltage sampling, sir. But not directly to the input, sir. Input is here. This is called as a series mix, you can call. So signal is here, sir, not directly connected to input. That is a series mix, you can call. So this is a circuit of voltage series feedback, you say. Voltage series feedback is another but called voltage feedback, you can call. The correct option for that one is nothing but B, sir. Okay. So it is a non-inverting amplifier anyhow, you know. So RF connected directly to output. That is, output is voltage sampling. Confirm, students? RF not connected directly to input. Not connected directly to input. That is, input is a series mix. Therefore, it is a voltage series feedback, sir. Non-inverting is a voltage series feedback. Inverting is a voltage shunt feedback, you know already. It is a voltage series feedback amplifier. Or voltage amplifier, you can call voltage feedback amplifier. So output is voltage sampling, input series mix means voltage, feedback is a voltage change there. So VV feedback amplifier, sir. So option is voltage feedback means option B, sir. That's the answer for that, students. Okay. Check out the next one. The following circuit has R equal to 10 kilohms, C equal to 10 microfarad. The input voltage is a sinusoidal at F equal to 50 hertz, you can call, with an RMS value of 10 volt, you can call, under ideal conditions. The current IS from the source is, you can call. So this is the op-amp circuit is given. 10 pi milliampere leading by 90, 20 pi milliampere leading by 90, 10 milliampere leading by 90, 10 pi milliampere lagging by 90 degrees. Okay. Now I can able to check out that circuit diagram, students. What is that circuit diagram? I can go. So this is the op-amp circuit is given, sir. Right. This is non-inverting, inverting you can call. This is the place of output, sir. Inverting node, there is some resistor is there, R, that equal to 10 kilo ohm, students. Okay. This is a capacitor, students, of 10 microfarad is given. Confirm. Same resistance also used in the feedback of non-inverting condition, students. That is R equal to 10K. Okay. This is the current he asking, students, IS. So this is the voltage Vs you can call. That voltage Vs is given some 10 volt RMS, sir. In terms of RMS, it is a 10 volt you can call. Just indicate 10 volt. F equal to how much, sir, means 50 hertz is there. So frequency equal to 50 hertz. So what is the corresponding current IS is asking, students. Now I can able to examine what is that corresponding current there. Sir, using virtual ground, this node is also to Vs, right? Using virtual ground, that corresponding node is also to Vs, sir. So now I can apply KCL to this inverting node and non-inverting node, sir. Suppose this is node 1, I can call. This is some node. Okay. So I indicate the current flows also like this, sir. So first I can able to go for, sir, KCL at node 1. That is a non-inverting node there. So this is supply voltage, sir, Vs. So current is nothing but IS already given, that I need, sir. Here the voltage is nothing but what, sir, means Vs is there. It is V0, sir. IS equal to Vs minus V0 by R. Later I substitute the values. Confirm. So now I need that current itself. IS, sir. Here the node voltage Vs. Here the node voltage V0 you can call Vs minus V0 by R. Now I can able to go for, sir, KCL at node 2 now. KCL at node 2, I go, students. What is that KCL at node 2? Now I can able to come back. If I go for KCL at node 2, sir, incoming current 0, sir. Incoming current 0. This is an outgoing current. So here the voltage is Vs, sir. Capacitance is C there. That is Vs by capacitor means capacitive impedance 1 by j omega C I use. Over. Now this is the resistor branch, sir. One node is Vs, other node is V0. Vs minus V0 by R I write. Vs minus V0 by R. Come now, sir. Now I rewrite this 0 equal to j omega C into Vs. Okay. Sir, Vs minus V0 by R from equation 1 can I written as Is now? Plus this one can I written as Is. Got it, students? So Vs into j omega C written, sir. Vs minus V0 by R I written as what, sir? Is you can call. Sir, now I can able to go for Is, students. Is equal to minus j omega C into Vs. So substitute everything, you may get that corresponding current, students. So what is that current I can go? Is equal to minus j omega means 2 pi f, students. So 2 pi f C into Vs ampere. So minus j 2 pi means 6.28. F is 50 hertz is given. C equal to 10 microfarad, students. 10 into 10 power minus 6. And Vs, it is a RMS value. Now I can take as it is, sir, 10 volt. So this corresponding current also in RMS current. This much you may get, sir. Okay. So if I simplify this one now, sir, you may get that one now what, sir, means, sir. So is given in terms of pi, sir. Is given in terms of pi. Can I take as a pi only there? So can I take this one as a 2 pi, sir, because he given the options in terms of pi only. So minus j into 2 pi into like this, sir. See this one now, sir. 50 into 10, 500. 500 into 10, 5000 you can call. 5000 into 2, sir, 10,000. Sir, 10,000 into 10 power minus 6 you can call. What, sir, means 10 power minus 2, sir, that equal to 10 power minus 10 into 10 power minus 3 means 10 milliampere you can call. That equal to minus j 10 pi milliampere I may get. Confirm? So this become total 10,000 pi, sir. 10,000 pi becomes 10 power minus 2 only. 10 power minus 2 I written as a 10 milliampere, sir. 10 pi milliampere. Minus j, sir. J indicate a phase shift of 90 degrees, you know. J indicate a phase shift of what, sir? 90 degrees, you already know. Minus j indicate it is lagging, sir. So that resultant current is 10 pi milliampere lagging by 90 degrees. Confirm, students? J indicate a phase shift of 90, operator J that is. So operator J indicate phase shift of 90, sir. so that the resultant current is 10 pi milliampere you can call, and it is in RMS, sir. 10 pi milliampere lag by what, sir? 90 degrees you can call. So correct option for that one, students, D. 10 pi milliampere lagging by 90 degrees. Confirm? Check out the next question, students. In the Wien-Bridge oscillator circuit shown in the figure, the bridge is balanced. So the bridge is balanced, students. Okay. So this is the Wien-Bridge oscillator circuit given. The bridge is balanced when he asking. So this is the Wien-Bridge oscillator circuit, sir. Options given. R3 by R4 equal to R1 by R2. Omega equal to under root of R1 R2 C1 C2, sir. B option. R2 by R1 equal to C2 by C1, and omega equal to R1, omega equal to 1 by R1 C1 R2 C2, sir. C option, sir. R3 by R4 equal to R1 by R2 plus C2 by C1, sir, and omega equal to under root 1 by under root of R1 R2 C1 C2, sir. Last option, R3 by R4 plus R1 by R2 equal to C2 by C1, sir, and omega equal to 1 by what, sir, means R1 C1 R2 C2. So correct option, I think that you know, direct one, that is a C. What is that one, sir? It is a Wien-Bridge oscillator already, you know. Already I derived that one, sir. Condition for balance. Condition for balance, you know that R3 by R4 equal to, remember students, R3 by R4 equal to R1 by R2 plus C2 by C1. So what are the notations you taken in the circuit diagram? All these are same. There also I taken that output to inverting input is nothing but R3, inverting input to ground is nothing but R4 I taken. That should be same. So in series branch R1 C1 is there, parallel branch R2 C2 is there. So this is the standard condition you already derived. And what is the frequency, sir? Omega, in terms of omega, you know that 1 by root of R1 R2 C1 C2 I can call. So correct option I told that C, sir. C should be the answer for that. Okay. Check out the next question, students. In a stable multivibrator, right, using IC555, assume that the circuit is oscillating steadily. The voltage Vc across the capacitor varies between. The voltage Vc across the capacitor varies between. So this is an unstable multivibrator of IC555 timer you can call. So the capacitor voltage oscillate between what he asking, sir. So given 3 to 5 volt, 3 volt to 6 volt, 3.6 to 6 volt you can call, 3.6 to 5 volt you can call. Sir, this is the capacitor voltage oscillating. I told that already. In a stable multivibrator of IC555, the capacitor voltage oscillate between 1 by 3 VCC to 2 by 3 VCC, sir. 1 by 3 VCC to what? 2 by 3 VCC you can call. VCC given 9 volts, sir. VCC given how much? 9 volt you can call. So here VCC how much is given, students? 9 volt there. VCC equal to 9 volt given, students. VCC equal to how much? 9 volt is given. You know that VC oscillate between capacitor voltage Vc, sir, oscillate between what, sir? 1 by 3 VCC and 2 by 3 VCC. That is between 1 by 3 into 9 volt and 2 by 3 into 9 volt. So implies how much it is? So Vc is oscillate between what, sir? 3 volt to 6 volt. So answer is what, sir, means B can call. Capacitor voltage oscillate between 3 to 6 volts, sir, here. So under that it can maintain a steady oscillations, you know, sir. Under that it can maintain what, sir? Steady oscillations you can call. Converna, students. Now I can able to go for next of that. In a stable multivibrator, sir, this is a stable multivibrator, right? In the stable multivibrator, it is a stable you can call. In the stable multivibrator circuit shown in the figure, the frequency of oscillation in kilohertz at the output pin 3 is. At the output pin 3 is, what is the frequency of oscillation he asking, students? So this is an unstable multivibrator. So this is the place of RA, this is the place of RB, this is the capacitance we can call. So direct circuit diagram is given, sir. What is the frequency of the output he asking? So this is for IC555 stable, you know. That is the IC555 stable, students. What are the conditions given? Checkup. RA is given, 2.2k students. RB given 4.7k students. Capacitance is given 0.022 microfarad. Is asking the frequency, students. You know the formula for frequency, 1.44 by RA plus 2RB into H. This is the formula for IC355 stable multivibrator of frequency of square wave. Okay. Now I substitute the thing E given 1.44 RA 2.2k sir. RB 2RB means 9.4 sir. Take K out into 0.022 microfarad sir. So this one you may get. So if I minimize this one now sir, I may get this corresponding value equal to how much sir, means 5.65 kilohertz students. How much you may get this? 5.65 kilohertz you may get. You minimize that one now sir, you may get that one is equal to 5.65 kilohertz. So you're asking that what is the frequency in kilohertz at pin 3 you can call, that is output pin sir. That equal to how much sir? 5.65 kilohertz students. Okay. Check out the next one now. Consider the following two statements. Statement 1. A stable multivibrator can be used for generation of square wave. Yes, correct. Statement 2, students. Bistable multivibrator can be used for storing binary information. Already I told that by what is said bistable multivibrator means it look like a flip-flop because it have two stable state, and each time the bistable multivibrator require a triggering pulse to change from one state to the other state you can call. So the action of the bistable multivibrator 100% look like as a flip-flop you can call. A flip-flop can store the information sir. By that bistable multivibrator can able to indicate to store the information you can call. So that statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct students. Both are correct options you can call. So he given the options is only statement 1 is correct, only statement 2 is correct sir. Both statement 1 and 2 correct sir, that is a C you can call. Both of the statements 1 and 2 are incorrect you can call, or incorrect you can call, not correct you can call. So option should be what sir, means C is the right answer for that. Okay. So a stable used to generate a square pulse you can call. He said that bistable multivibrator used to store the binary information because the action of bistable multivibrator look like a flip-flop circuit. In that way he asked that, he said that it can store the information. So 1 and 2 are correct statements sir. So option should be C. Okay. Check out the next one students. So next one I can able to go students. In the differential amplifier shown in the figure, the magnitudes of the common mode and the differential mode gains are ACM and AD respectively. Common mode gain is ACM you can call. Differential gain is nothing but AD you can call students. Okay. If the resistance RE is increased in this differential amplifier circuit, if resistance RE is increased, then he asking that. So it is a differential amplifier circuit students. If increasing RE, there what happen? ACM increases, common mode gain increases, common mode rejection ratio increases, AD increases, common mode rejection ratio decreases. 4 options is given. Sir, already I told that this is the formula for AD sir. AD equal to RC by RE sir, differential gain. AC equal to RC by 2RE no sir, common mode gain. So if RE increases, then you already know sir, AC decreases, which makes rho equal to AD by AC sir, that can increase. So ACM increases sir, wrong, it is decreasing. Common mode rejection ratio increases sir, be correct. AD differential gain not depending on our RE sir, it's not be depend on that. Common mode rejection ratio decreases you can call, right? So common mode rejection ratio increases sir. So increasing of RE, AC decreases, so that CMRR increases. The increasing of RE not affect AD sir, it do not affect AD you can call. AD not depend on RE you can call. AC depend on RE, that can come to decreasing, so that common mode rejection ratio goes to be increases you can call. The option for that one is what sir? B you can call students. Okay. Next one I can go students. In the circuit shown, I1 equal to, this is the current I1 you can call, 80 milliampere students, and I2 equal to this one, sir, 4 milliampere you can call. The transistors T1 and T2 are identical. Both the transistors are identical, sir. Assume that the thermal voltage Vt equal to 26 millivolt at 27 degrees centigrade. At 50 degrees centigrade, the value of the voltage V12 equal to V1 minus V2 in millivolt is, options given, 83.85, 80, 27.9, 25 can call. So what is the value of what sir means V1 minus V2 is asking, sir. Now I can able to check out the circuit diagram, students. So I redraw that circuit now. That is a differential amplifier circuit, students. This place you can call Q2. This place you can call Q1. Confirm? Both emitter terminals are joined to the ground, you can call. Confirm, students? Now, what is that one now, sir? This one connected to current source of I2. This one connected to current source of I1. Understood, students? So, both are driven by a common supply, Vs. Got it? So, for each transistor, collector to base terminals are shorted. That is called V1 here. Here, sir, it is V2, sir. Confirm? So, this is what you can call, sir, V1 you can call. You asking that this one, sir. What that value you can call, sir? V12 is asking, this is plus, this is minus. V12 is how much he asking. So this is that one, sir. So for each transistor, what you can call, sir? So collector to base terminals are shorted, means VCB equal to 0, sir. Thereby VC equal to VB or VC equal to VB, you can call. Confirm, sir? For Q1 and Q2, VCB equal to 0 volt. Confirm? That implies VC equal to VB or VC equal to VB. For Q1, okay, VC equal to VB equal to V1. For Q2, VC equal to VB equal to V2. Okay, so if you want, you can write VC1, VB1, VC2, VB2. Confirm, students? So now corresponding collector currents given. For Q1 collector current I1, for Q2 collector current is I2, you can call. What are you asking, sir? V1 minus V2 you asking there. At what temperature means at 50 degrees centigrade you can call. At 50 degrees centigrade. Right? Now I can able to go for, sir, at 50 degrees centigrade, that is, so T equal to 273 plus 50, sir, that equal to 323 degree Kelvin. So now I can able to go for VT, sir, thermal voltage, that equal to standard formula I know, T by 11,000 volts, 11,600 volt you can call. T equal to what, sir, means 323 can given 323, sir, 323 by 11,600 volts. If I minimize this one now, sir, I may get that threshold voltage equal to how much, sir? 27.84 millivolt. He asking what, sir, means V1 2 equal to V1 minus V2 is asking. V1 2 equal to V1 minus V2 is asking, sir. Now I can able to go for Shockley equation, sir, for BZT. By that I can easy to know that. See this one now. We know that IC equal to IS or IC naught, what you can call exponential of VB by VT. Confirm? For Q1, IC means I1 there, IS is unknown, sir. That should be same for both the transistors because both are identical. VB means VB1, sir. VB1 equal to V1 there, V1 by VT return. For Q2, I2, nothing but collector current I2, sir. Same one because both are identical. You can call operating temperature also same. IS I written. Exponential of VBE2 I written. VB2 equal to V2 there, V2 by VT. Confirm my option, sir. So I written minority current should be same for both the transistors, sir, because E given that one now. So voltage should be same, sir, and both are identical transistors you can call, such that what you can call, sir, means the minority current for both each transistor is same. Both are identical transistors, sir. No change in that other conditions. Only temperature also at a 50 degrees centigrade they are operated, so that IS should be same for both the transistors I can call. Confirm my option, sir. Sir, now I can able to go for I1 by I2, sir. IS cancel, students. Exponential of V1 minus V2 by VT. Therefore, V12 equal to V1 minus V2, that equal to, can I transfer this one now, sir? ln of I1 by I2 into VT. I got the formula. So VT you calculated, students, some 27.84 millivolt, and I1 I2 is also specified, students. I1 equal to 80 milliampere, I2 equal to 4 milliampere. This is 27.84 ln of, this is 80, students. I1 is 80. What is that I2 you can given, sir? 4 milliampere you can call. This is 4 milli cancel, sir. This is millivolt. If I minimize this one now, sir, you may get that corresponding value equal to 83.4 millivolt, students. So you may get that one is what, sir? 83.4 millivolt. So the nearest answer you can go, sir. This is 83.85, 80 you can call. 27.9, sir, 25. So the option for that one is A, students. 83.85 means nearly 83.4 millivolt you may get. Okay. So that's corresponding V1 minus V2, sir, that you may get is 83.4 millivolt you can call. Got it, the students? Next one I can go. In the given circuit, if the voltage inputs V minus and V plus, so V minus and V plus to be amplified by the same amplification factor, both are amplified by the same amplification factor, then the value of R should be, what is this value of R? So op amp should be ideal there you can call. So if both are amplified by the same amplification factor, then what is that one you can call, he asking students. Sir, here you observe now op amp is in a closed loop mode and to the two inputs the signals are there. Now by superposition theorem, first I indicate that output, sir. After that you can able to examine what is that one. So yes, so now I return the output by superposition condition, that you know the principle, sir. By superposition principle, I write the expression for output. V0 equal to some Vx plus Vy. Confirm, students? V0 equal to what I written? Vx plus Vy written. What is that V0 equal to Vx plus Vy, sir? The gain defining factors are this one only, no. So these are the two gain defining factors, sir. Ra plus is 22K. This one is 10K, sir. That is, first I can able to go for Vx, sir, by inverting input, you know, minus 22K by 10K are written, students. You know this condition, students, already. Minus 22K by 10K into concerned input voltage, sir. That is V minus. Over Vy is the output by non-inverting input condition, students. So 1 plus same gain defining factor, students. 1 plus 22K by 10K into non-inverting node voltage, sir. It is a divider value, not direct value you can call. That is V plus concerned is R divided by R plus 15K, students. This is that. So using superposition principle, this type of things already know. Output I written as a Vx plus Vy, where Vx is the output by inverting input only, Vy is the output by non-inverting input only you can call. So based on that I written, students. So if I go for this one now, I rewrite like this, students. So this is minus 2.2 V minus, okay, plus this is 2.2 plus 1, sir, 3.2 into V plus R by R plus 15K. Can I write like this? So what are the given, sir? The condition for that one now, this is the thing is given. What you can call? To be amplified by the same amplification factor you can call. What is the meaning of that one, sir? He said that V0 by V minus equal to V naught by V plus. If you consider that output with respect to V minus means at that time V plus should be 0. So V naught minus V naught by V minus if you want means at that time V plus should be 0 you can call. V plus should be 0 means this part is 0. Then what is that value sir? 2.2. This is 2.2. If you consider that output again with respect to V plus means at that time V minus is 0. So if I keep this V minus 0 sir, then what is that value sir? V naught by V plus sir, that equal to 3.2 R divided by R plus 15K. This one students is given that so both are to be amplified by the same amplification factor you can call. Suppose if I consider that amplification factor by V minus means at that time V plus would be 0. If I consider the amplification factor by V plus R means at that time V minus 0. Then this is the condition you may find out from this relation sir. So here by that you can able to get the value of R now. Can I go over now this students? Now R plus 15K equal to 3.2 R by 2.2 sir. R plus 15K equal to 3.2 R by 2.2 sir. So now I can able to minimize this one now students. If I minimize that one now I can get the value of R that is equal to how much sir means 15K equal to take out this one now sir. You take out that side R take common 3.2 divided by 2.2 minus 1 sir. So 15K equal to R into, if I take LCM sir, what you can call sir means you may get that one is 0.45 you can call R into 0.45. Now I need the value of R sir. R equal to 15K by 0.45 students. That's be around 33.3K students. 33.33K you can get. So this is the corresponding R value. So how much is called sir? 33.3 kilo ohms sir. 33.3 kilo ohms you can call. So what is the value of R? He asking just that value equal to 33.33 kilo ohms. Check out next question students. A change in the value of emitter resistance RE in a differential amplifier. So in the differential amplifier circuit, if I change the RE, what happen? Affect the differential mode gain, affect the common mode gain, affect both AD and AC, does not affect AD or AC. Already I told sir, if I change that emitter resistor RE in a differential amplifier, it do not causing any effect on differential mode gain. It is a person only affect or changing what sir means common mode gain. So the change of RE can able to affect what sir means only AC. So affect the common mode gain AC. Answer is AC sir. So what is that one sir? Answer means B. So it can affect only what sir means common mode gain. Never affect what sir? AD can call. Do not affect both AD and AC sir. Does not affect either AD or AC can call. So it can affect one of that one sir. That is AC only, not AD. Okay. Next one I can go students. One input terminal of high gain comparator circuit is connected to ground. Karmana. And the sinusoidal voltage applied to the other input you can call. The output of the comparator will be sinusoid, full wave rectified sinusoid, half wave rectified sinusoid, square wave. Sir, it is nothing but a comparator of zero crossing detector. Sir, one input is connected to ground you can call. That is nothing but it is nothing but what sir means reference voltage 0. Other input is nothing but a sine wave is there. Automatically it will nothing but look like what sir means a square wave output you can use. Right? So it is nothing but what sir? Zero crossing detector you say. With one of the input means reference voltage 0 there. That gives the square wave output you already know students. That gives what sir? Square wave output. Answer is D sir for that. Option for that one what sir? D. Square wave output it can give. Okay. Next one I can give to sir. In a differential amplifier, CMRR can be improved by using an increased emitter resistance, collector resistance, power supply voltage, source resistance you can call. That's the option is yes sir. CMR to be increased by increasing RE you can call. Rho equal to AD by AC sir. So that can be increased by AC decrease and which is by increasing RE. Converno, sir. So if I increase RE, AC decreases. AC decreases means rho increases. So emitter resistance, sir. Direct one it is. Sir, if the op amp in the figure is ideal, then output V naught equal to, what is that output V naught asking students? If the op amp in the figure is ideal, then output V naught equal to how much you can call students. Now I can able to go for what is that output V naught, sir, there. So this one now, sir, it look like a summing amplifier, students. It look like what, sir, means summing amplifier you can call. Adder circuit using capacitive impedance, sir. It is adder circuit, I told students already. Summing amplifier, you know. So you know the formula for summing amplifier using capacitive impedance. I told this one now. V naught equal to minus 1 by Cf into U1 C1 plus U2 C2. Check out, sir. Already I told this one now. So adder circuit condition. So minus 1 by Cf into U1 C1 plus U2 C2 you can call. Sir, what is that Cf, sir? Cf equal to C, sir. This is Cf plus, you know. This is C1 plus, sir. This is C2 plus, you know. So Cf equal to C, sir. U1 is first input, sir. V1 sin omega t into corresponding capacitor C, sir. Second input, sir. V2 sin omega t, corresponding capacitance C, sir, there. So take C common and cancel, sir. You may get this value is V1 plus. So you may get this value is minus of V1 plus V2 for both of that sin omega t common, sir. So V1 plus V2 of V1 plus V2 of sin omega t you can call. Option is what, sir, means this one, sir, minus of V1 plus V2 sin omega t volt you can call. Get it, students? Check out the next question now. The ideal op amp has the following characteristics, students. Ri equal to infinite, A equal to infinite, R naught equal to 0, first one. Ri 0, A infinite, R naught 0. Ri infinite, A infinite, R naught infinite, sir. Ri 0, A infinite, R naught infinite you can call. Sir, for ideal op amp already you know that condition, sir. What is the thing, you know? These are the characteristics already I told you. For ideal op amp, you know that Ri tends to infinite, sir. Based on that input terminals are left open, none of the current passing both through the input terminals. Correct? And you told that R naught tends to 0, sir, indicating that all the amplified signal given to the output terminal. Next, open loop gain, sir, A tends to infinity you can call, indicating that all the output only by differential condition, not by common mode condition you can call. So this is for ideal condition, sir. Correct option for that one is A. The correct option for that one is what, sir, means A you can call. Got it now, students? Check out the next question now. If the differential voltage gain and the common mode voltage gain of a differential amplifier are 48 dB and 2 dB respectively. Differential voltage gain is 48 dB, sir. Common mode gain is 2 dB respectively. Then the common mode rejection ratio is, he asking, sir, 23 dB, 25 dB, 46 dB, 50 dB you can call. So it's also that one, students. Now what you can able to go for this? Check out now, sir. Differential mode gain equal to what, sir, means 48 dB given, sir. 80 dB equal to 48. 80 dB equal to 48, students. And what, sir, means AC dB equal to 2 dB. So what is that rho dB asking, sir? Direct one. You know this. Rho dB equal to AD dB minus AC dB, you know. So 48 minus 2, sir, that equal to 46 dB. So answer is a C, students. Answer should be what, sir? C. That's a direct one you can call. Sir, an ideal op amp is an ideal voltage controlled current source, voltage controlled voltage source, current controlled current source, current controlled voltage source. Sir, an ideal op amp must be what, sir, means ideal voltage controlled voltage source, because in the case of an ideal op amp, you know that V naught proportional to VAD you can call, so that any change in output voltage depend on the differential condition. So it is a voltage controlled voltage source, sir. It is a voltage controlled voltage source you can call. So the correct option for that one is what, sir? B you can call. Option should be what, sir? Means B, you say it is a voltage controlled voltage source, students. Voltage controlled voltage source. Okay. Check out the next one, students. Assuming the op-amp to be ideal, students, the voltage gain of the amplifier shown below is, for this amplifier circuit, he is asking the voltage gain, students. Now I can able to examine the options given: minus R2 by R1, minus R3 by R1, minus of R2 parallel R3 by R1, minus of R2 plus R3 by R1 you can call. Got now, students? So what are the voltage gain of that amplifier circuit that I can able to examine now, students? Check out this. So first I redraw the circuit what is given. This is minus, this is plus, you can call place of output V0. Correct now, students? Non-inverting terminal is grounded. I do it. Finished. Now I can able to make the remaining connections there. So this one now, sir. Inverting input to output, who is there? This is the inverting node, sir. Inverting input to output, who is there, sir? Means R2 is there. This one, sir. Inverting input to output R2 place, sir. Next, sir. What that one, sir? Means output to ground, who is there? R3 there. This one, sir. R3. I redraw that circuit like this. Confirm now, students? Output to ground, who is there, sir? R3 is there. Next, inverting input to supply, who is there, sir? Means R1 is there. This one, sir. So if I redraw the circuit, it is a perfectly inverting amplifier. It is a closed loop inverting amplifier, sir. So what is the gain of that one, sir? Direct one, sir. Minus R2 by R1 over. It is a closed loop inverting amplifier I call. Confirm the students? It is a closed loop what, sir? Inverting amplifier you can call. What is the gain he asking, students? The gain of this one equal to A equal to what, sir? Feedback resistance is R2. Input resistance is what, sir? R1. A equal to minus R2 by R1. Since you know the formula. A equal to what, sir? Minus RF by R1, you know. That RF equal to R2 there. This is the formula, sir. A equal to minus R2 by R1. Right? Options should be for that what, sir? Means A. A is the answer for that, students. Okay. Check out the next question now. The circuit below implement a filter between input current I1 or simply what you can call II and the output voltage V0 and the output voltage what, sir? V0 you can call. Assume the op amp is ideal. The filter implemented is a low pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filter, high pass filter you can call. So what type of filter is asking, students? So check up the circuit diagram, what it is. Okay, so I redraw that circuit, sir, again. This is the circuit diagram you can call. This is the place of V0. In non-inverting is at ground, students. Okay, so this is the current source you can call. That current source I can call as a I. Okay, this is the grounded. And now in the feedback path, what is the total impedance I indicated just as a Z, sir? That is the LR circuit is there, whose impedance I can call as a Z. Correct, sir? Just I redraw the circuit like this. Now, what will I do, sir? Means using virtual ground, this node voltage 0. Using virtual ground, that node voltage 0, sir. First, now I can able to get the condition for current, sir. So, for now, the current passing, no current passing between the input terms of the op amp, sir. The supply current I to be same as here, sir. IF, suppose here I can consider that it is IF, sir. IF must be equal to I there. IF must be equal to what, sir? I. What is that IF, sir? Here, what is that value? V0 here. This is 0, sir. IF equal to what, sir? Means V0 minus 0 by Z you can call. IF equal to V0 minus 0 by Z. V0 equal to IF into Z. As I equal to IF there. I should be equal to IF, sir. Then V0 equal to IZ you can call. V naught equal to how much, sir? Iz. Now I need to calculate Z. What is that? Where Z equal to, I can discuss, students. Where Z is the parallel combination of R and L, sir. Both are, that is nothing but R1 parallel J omega L1. R1 parallel what, sir? J omega L1 you can call. Got it now, students? So, this is, okay, if I write now this, their product by their sum, sir. R1 into J omega L1 divided by R1 plus J omega L1. Got it, students? This one you may get. So if I rewrite this one now, dividing top and bottom with J omega L1, sir, R1 by, what you can call, sir? So 1 plus R1 by J omega L1. Can you know this? So this way you may get, sir. You may write this one now, R1 by 1 minus J R1 by omega L1. Can I write like this? 1 by J equal to minus J, students. This is the Z value of that LR circuit we can call. Now I substitute that. Therefore, V naught equal to Iz you can call IR1 by 1 minus JR1 by omega L1. So this is the final output equation I may get, sir. So now I can able to test at two different frequencies whether it is a low pass or high pass filter you can call. Now first one of that at F equal to 0 hertz I can call V naught. Sir, if I substitute F equal to 0 means omega 0, anything by 0 becomes infinite, sir. 1 minus infinite or 1 plus infinite equal to infinite only. Anything by infinite, sir, what, sir, means 0. So that equal to IR1 by infinite you can get, that equal to 0 volt. At F equal to infinite you can apply, sir, this is infinite means this value is 0, sir. V naught equal to IR1 by 1 minus 0, that equal to IR1, that equal to max. Sir, at F equal to 0, output is 0 volt, that equal to minimum you can call. At F equal to infinite, output equal to maximum you can call. So that it is high pass filter, you know. It should be a high pass filter, sir. What type of filter are you asking, sir? Low pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filter, high pass filter you call. So the correct option for that one is D. So it is what, sir? High pass filter you can call, students. It is a person of what, sir, means high pass filter you can call. Got it now? Now next one I can go, students. Next of that now I can able to go. In the circuit shown, V naught equal to V naught A for switch SW in position A. This one, sir, in position A, and V naught equal to V naught B for SW in position B. Assume that op amp is ideal. Assume that op amp should be ideal, you can call, sir. The value of V naught B by V naught A is, the value of V naught B by V naught A is, how much you asking, sir, from this. So now I can able to go for that, students. What is that condition? So V naught equal to V naught A for switch position A, sir. V naught equal to V naught B for switch position B, sir. So now this is the circuit diagram you can call. So first I can able to go for, sir, for switch position at A, sir. For that V naught equal to V naught A you can call. Now I can able to go for that circuit, sir. Switch is at A, I can able to go. Switch is at A, sir. What is the circuit diagram I can able to go, sir? So this is the op amp circuit I may get. Can you know, students? That's with the op amp circuit whose output is V naught, you know. Sir, now I can able to go for this one now, sir. Inverting to output is nothing but 1K is there, sir, that I taken now. This one as it is I take out. So here 5 volt is there, direct one it is. This is 5 volts, sir. 1K is there. Got it now, students? Now, switch is connected to A, sir, I can call. A means connected to this place, sir. So this corresponding 1K is open there. B is open, sir. This is 1K. Okay, this is B, sir. So this will be open, you can call. That place now become as a open, sir. No use of that person. This is open now. Open resistor, no use, sir. That fellow is open there. Now come back to what, sir, means, sir. This condition, sir, non-inverting. This is 1K, this is 1K. Switches at A, you can call 1 volt is connected, sir. This one I can call. What is this? This is 1K. This is 1K. So this is a switch position A, sir. A connected A means how much here? That equal to 1 volt. So this corresponding resistance is what, sir, means no use because it is open, sir. Then if you want, you can redraw the circuit to be like this. Again, if you want to redraw, sir, this is V0 A, you can call. So if I redraw that one now, like this you may get. This is V0 A. Can one of students? This is 1K, 5 volt, 1K. Got it now? So this is open, sir, no use. So this is like this, sir. This one. Sir, can I, both inputs are present, sir, right, and it is a closed loop, sir. Can I apply what, sir, means superposition principle to get that output now? Can I do that now, sir, to get V0 A? By superposition principle, I can go, students. V0 A equal to Vx plus Vy, I can call, students. V0 A equal to what, sir, means Vx plus Vy, I can call, students. V0 A equal to Vx plus Vy, I can call. Where Vx is the output by inverting input only, I can call. Sir, anything, sir, this is the Ra plus, this is R1 plus, you can call 1K, 1K, sir, minus 1K by 1K into corresponding inverting voltage is 5, sir, plus Vy is the output by non-inverting input, sir. It's not a direct value, sir, it is a divider value. So what that one means? 1 plus 1K by 1K into divider value, sir, that is 1 into 1K divided by 1K plus 1K, sir. Got it now? This is minus 5, sir. This is plus 2. So this is nothing but KK cancel, sir. 1 by 2 you can call. This is minus 5 plus 1, sir, that equal to minus 4 volt. Sir, I got V0 A equal to minus 4 volt. Now I can able to go for one more case, sir. Switch is connected to position B now, where the output is V0 B, you can call. So this is the circuit I can go, sir. I can keep to connect the switch position B, sir. Can I do it now? Next case 2, sir. Switch is at B. Next case I can able to go for switch is at B position now, I can call. I redraw that circuit diagram, sir. So this one I can able to go. First one. So 5 volt, 1K, 1K is there, inverting node. This one, sir. This is V0 B now, we can call. So this is 1K, sir. Again 1K is there. Here already directly 5 volt is there. So what are the corresponding, sir? B position is connected there. That is 1 volt is connected. 1K to B position of 5 volt, sir, 1 volt is there. This is a switch connected to B means this is B position, sir. There 1 volt is connected. Okay. Now under that condition, A is disconnected, sir. A to be disconnected. The switch do not be connecting to both positions at the same time, sir. The switch connected to either A or B at a given time, you can call. Do not connect it to both conditions, sir. So now connected to B means A should be open there. A should be open, sir. This is 1K, this is 1K. A is open there. This is this A is open, sir. That A is what, sir, means open, you can call. Open means ineffective, sir. No use of that. This is open, sir. Open means no use. Ineffective, you can call. This is useless. So then this circuit, if you go for this one, this circuit look like a summing amplifier. It is ineffective, sir. So now the op amp look like as what, sir? Adder circuit, you can call. Now the op amp look like what, sir? Means adder circuit, I say. Now it look like adder. It look like what, sir? Adder, summing amplifier, sir. So V naught equal to, you know the formula, minus RF into U1 by R1 plus U2 by R2, you know the from adder circuit, sir. So two impedance elements are there, two inputs are there. So it is adder circuit you can call. Now I can able to go for that. V naught B. V naught means V naught B, sir. RF is 1K, sir, into U1 by R1 5 by 1K over plus V2, sir, that is 1 by 1K. 1K cancel, sir, that become minus 6 volt. What you asking, sir? I calculate V naught B and V naught A. Now you asking that what is the ratio of V naught B to V naught A, you can call. Therefore, V naught B by V naught A, sir, V naught B minus 6, V naught A minus 4, sir, 6 by 4, that equal to 1.5, sir. That ratio becomes 1.5. So that's the answer, sir. That equal to how much, sir, means 1.5 you may get, students. So the answer for that one is what, sir? 1.5 you can call. So what is the answer, sir? That is 1.5 you can get. Got it now, students? So in case 1, A connected, at that time this resistance is ineffective. In case 2, so B is connected, sir. At that time this is effective. Ineffective, this A part is nothing but ineffective you can call. By that you can calculate that ratio to be how much, sir? 1.5. Or, sir, in first case it look like a what, sir, means difference amplifier condition, sir. So where the output you can define by the superposition principle. In the second case it look like a summing amplifier I told. So check up now the next question, sir. In the figure shown, if the CMRR of op amp is 60 dB, then the magnitude of output voltage is, the magnitude of output voltage is asking students. What is the magnitude of the output voltage from this circuit asking students? So input look like a bridge model there. So what is that condition I can able to go, sir? Suppose I assume that here the voltage is, here I assume that the voltage is equal to VA, students. Here I assume that the voltage is equal to VB. This voltage is VA, this voltage is I can call VB. So what is that VA? You can able to go for, this is the supply, sir. Sir, this one, see this one now, VA. VA is the voltage at inverting node to ground, sir. Inverting node to ground, who is there? R. This R is in series with R from supply of 2 volt. Confirm my option, sir. This part you can take. This one, sir. So this is that one. So this VA, what is the VA, sir? Means VA is the voltage at inverting node to ground. So inverting node to ground, who is there? R. But this R is in series with R from supply of what, sir? Means 2 volt you can call. Thereby what that value, sir, means VA equal to, like this you may get, students. Can I write now that? VA equal to, sir, 2 into R by, what you can call, sir? R plus R. 2 into R by R plus R, sir, that equal to R you can call, that equal to 1 volt. VA equal to 1 volt, sir. In that same pattern, if you go for VB, sir, see this one now, VB. Sir, VB is the non-inverting voltage to ground, sir. This one you can come back. So VB part means this one, sir. This is the part for VB you can call. So this part is nothing but VB, sir. I can go. So for VB part, sir, this one. So that is the part of VB you can call. VB is the voltage at non-inverting to ground, sir. Non-inverting to ground, this R is there. This R again forms a divider with this R from supply of 2 volt you can call. Then what is that VB you can able to get, sir? Again that equal to, sir, 2 into R by R plus R. That again be 1 volt. Confirm? Based on that, now I can redraw the circuit diagram, sir. This is negative, positive. This is V0 I can call. So this is 1K. This is 100K you can call. Right, sir? 1K. 100K students. 1K, 100K I can call. This is 1 volt, students. This also 1 volt. Both are equal to VA equal to 1 volt, VB also 1 volt, sir. 1 volt I can return. Confirm now? This is the equivalent model you can call. What the output V0 for that he asking students? What that output V0 is given that CMRR equal to how much, sir? Means 60 dB you can call. Output V0 equal to what, sir? Means 60 dB you can call. So now I can able to examine what that output you say. So now let us see this one also. CMR are given, students. CMR are equal to rho dB is given. That equal to how much given means 60 dB. So rho dB means 20 log rho, students. 20 log rho equal to 60. So that equal to rho become 10 cube. So rho becomes what, sir? Means 10 cube we can call. So in terms of this rho, now I can able to calculate that output, students. So because of this, both inputs are common signal, sir. This is common signal to both inputs, that equal to 1 volt you can call. Sir, VA equal to VB equal to 1 volt there. VA equal to what, sir? VB equal to 1 volt there. Then common mode voltage, sir, VC equal to VA plus VB by 2 you can call. That equal to what, sir? Means 2 by 2, sir. That equal to 1 volt. That equal to what, sir? 1 volt you can call. Got down, students? That equal to how much, sir? Means 1 volt you say. Sir, now we asking that output V0, sir. That you can also, you know, that superposition principle also you can apply to get that output, sir. Otherwise, because of given CMRR, in terms of CMRR only I need to calculate. What's only if I don't give the CMRR, sir, if you don't give the CMRR, I can get that output directly by the superposition principle. I can get that output by the superposition principle. But he specified CMRR, sir, so that I can able to express that output using this CMRR you can call. Now VC equal to this one, sir. What is that VD, sir? VD equal to VA minus VB you can call. Differential voltage, sir. VA minus VB, that equal to 0 volt. Confirm. So originally we discuss that output directly by the superposition principle, but he is given CMRR. So based on that only I can discuss this one now. So what I can be able to do, sir, like this, can I write now, sir? We know that rho equal to AD by AC. Confirm now, students. AC equal to AD by rho, students. AC equal to what, sir? AD by rho. Okay, again. So what is that AC, you know, sir? That equal to V0 by VC, students. Output by common mode input. Implies output V0 equal to VC into AD by rho. Where AD differential gain condition, sir. So what is that gain factor, you know? Magnitude of that one, sir. Modulus of AD, now I can able to go. That equal to RF by R1, students. That equal to 100K by 1K, sir, that equal to 100. So I substitute there V0 equal to VC. VC is 1, sir. AD is 100 you can call. Divided by rho. Rho equal to how much, sir? Means 10 cubic. Rho equal to what, sir? Means 10 cubic you can call, students. Volt. So this, if I transfer this one now, that becomes 100 millivolts, sir. So that output V0 becomes how much, students? 100 millivolt you can get. What that output you make it, sir? Means that equal to how much, sir? 100 millivolt. So the option for that one is what, sir? 100 millivolt you can call. Suppose if I go for the same problem with the superposition principle, sir, without considering CMRR, that may be different. You can check out there. So what that value, sir, means? If I want to get that output using superposition principle, sir, that output may come to be different value. Okay. So 1 into. So you know that minus 100K by 1K you can call. Check up this one now, sir. If I apply that one superposition. By superposition, if I apply, you know that V0 equal to Vx plus Vy, sir. What is that V0, sir? Vx means minus 100K by 1K into 1 volt. Okay. Plus 1 plus R by R1, sir. Non-erotic input, sir, into what is that value there again? 1 into 100K by this one, sir. 1 into 100K by 1 plus 100K, sir. That is 101. This one, sir. This one cancel. That equal to how much is there? Minus 100 volt is there. Plus this one, sir. 101 is there. Right, this one equal to what, sir? 101. Kilo cancel there. So this is 101 you can call. 100 by 101, sir. This one. So what you can get, sir? Minus 100 plus 100. That equal to 0 volt you make it. If you solve that one using superposition principle, sir, this is that one now, because it is considered under ideal. So for that, you consider that the calculation using CMRR. Using CMRR only you need to calculate, students. Using CMRR, because given the specific case from CMRR, by that you make it around 100 millivolt is there. That is nothing but 0.1 volt, sir. So if you go for superposition principle, sir, that look like the 0 you can call. So this procedure is not considered because is considered that CMRR. If you don't specify CMRR, sir, you may directly write that output V naught equal to 0 there. You may directly write output V naught equal to 0. Because of that CMRR specified, based on that I can calculate that output that it could be around 100 millivolt you may get. Understood the students now? Check out this. If the input to the circuit of a figure is a sine wave, the output will be half rectified sine wave, full rectified sine wave, triangular wave, square wave. Sir, non-inverting is grounded, input is applied as some signal you can call, sinusoidal signal you can call. This is nothing but a zero crossing detector, sir. That is nothing but gives a square wave. So it is a zero crossing detector. Here is given that input of sine wave it is. This is V reference is 0. Right? So what I can call, sir, it is a zero crossing detector. A zero crossing detector look like a what, sir, means comparator circuit that can give what, sir, means square wave. It gives the output is of what, sir, square wave pulse you can call. Got it now, sir? Option is what, sir? D you say. Okay. Next one I can go, students. An op-amp has an offset voltage of 1 millivolt and is ideal in all other respects. So it is ideal in all other respects you can call, sir. If this op-amp is used in the circuit in the figure, the output voltage will be, select the nearest value you can call. So 1 millivolt, sir, 1 volt, sir, plus or minus 2 millivolts, sir, 0 volt you can call. So originally no voltage is there, so that VAD equal to VIO. Here VAD you can call. So that differential voltage is equal to VIO, sir, because that offset voltage is effective, that is given, sir, ideally it's 0. Practically is specified that what is that VAD you can call, sir? VAD equal to VIO there, that equal to 1 millivolt. Okay, that equal to how much, sir, means 1 millivolt you can call. Then what is that here? RF equal to 1K, sir. R1 equal to 1 kilo ohms, sir. So what is that V naught, sir? Means V naught equal to A into VID, that equal to A into VIO I can call. What is the gain of the circuit now? That is a case. What is the gain of that circuit, sir? The gain of the circuit commonly you define as a RF to R1 ratio, sir. RF to R1 ratio you can call. That is, so RF by R1 into VIO. RF by R1, sir, that is 1K by 1K means 1 into 1 millivolt. That becomes 1 millivolts. Answer should be A for that. So what is the answer for that one, sir? 1 millivolt you can call. Confirm my option, sir. Next question I go. The circuit of the figure uses an ideal op-amp for small positive values of V in. The circuit worked as of a rectifier, differentiator, logarithmic amplifier, exponential amplifier. It is a logarithmic amplifier, you know already, where diode is a feedback element or resistor is an input component. So the answer for that one is a log amplifier, sir. It is a log amplifier where diode is a feedback element, you know. Feedback element, and you derived that V naught proportional to ln of input voltage, natural logarithm of input voltage, sir. Answer is C, sir, logarithmic amplifier you can call. Right? Check out the next question, students. If the op-amp in the figure has an input offset voltage 5 millivolt, input offset voltage VIO equal to 5 millivolt given, originally both are shorted, sir, ideally no differential voltage, but the differential voltage equal to VIO now, that is given 5 millivolt. And an open loop gain of 10,000 you can call. Open loop gain of how much? 10,000. Then output V naught will be 0 volt, 5 millivolt, plus or minus 15 volts, sir, plus or minus 50 volt you can call. Check up now, sir, what it is. Sir, here VID equal to originally 0, but input offset voltage is specified, sir, that is effective you can call. So VID equal to VIO, sir, that is given 5 millivolts, sir. Open loop gain already specified, sir, that equal to 10 power 4. What is that V naught he asking, sir? What is that V naught is going to be asking students? V naught equal to how much is asking? So see this one now. V naught equal to A into VID. That is A into VIO you can call there. A equal to 10 power 4 sir. This is 5 into 10 power minus 3 sir. That equal to 50 volt you can call. But the problem here is nothing but saturation values itself plus or minus 15 sir. Already I told that output during the amplification, the output amplitude must be restricted in between this scale sir, saturation values, right? So output always in between plus or minus V saturation only, not be above that one now. So but output it look like be 50 volt you can call, it's not possible sir. Okay, see this one now. As plus or minus V sat equal to plus or minus 50 volt you can call, then V naught equal to 50 volt is not possible because maximum output to be within plus or minus 15 volt scale only. So V naught equal to 50 volt is not possible sir, so that op amp is in saturation mode, so that and V naught to be plus or minus V sat sir, that equal to plus or minus 15 volt. Okay, op amp look like be in saturation mode sir, so that V naught to be what sir means plus or minus 15 volt only. So either plus 15 or minus 15 sir, that would be C. V naught to be only plus or minus 15 sir, originally 50 volt you can call. 50 volt is not possible sir, because it is already across the scale of saturation you can call, such that output to be just plus or minus 15 volt only. Suppose in your problem, if you don't specify sir, if you don't specify these values, you may write that 50 volt. Because I don't know the saturation levels, then I do not indicate that one now. Suppose if you don't specify these things or limits, if you don't indicating, then output will be like that you can write 50 volt rate. But he indicated that saturation levels are so that output must be restricted within the scale of plus or minus 15 volt you can call, such that so 50 volt is greater than 15 volts sir, so it is not possible condition. So op amp is in saturation, so output to be clamped at either positive or negative saturation, that is either 15 volt or minus 15 volt you can call. Got it students? Next one I can go. For the circuit shown in the figure, the capacitor is initially uncharged, no charging on the capacitor you can call. At t equal to 0 second, the switch is closed. At t equal to 0 second, the switch is closed sir. Okay. So the voltage Vc across the capacitor at t equal to 1 millisecond is. So what is the voltage of the capacitor at t equal to 1 millisecond is asking sir. In the figure shown above, the op amp is supplied with plus or minus 15 volt. So op amp is supplied with the voltage is plus or minus 15 volt you can call. Okay. So option is 0 volt, 6.3 volt, 9.45 volt, 10 volt you can call. Now I can check out that condition students, what it is. So this is the circuit I can redraw. This is minus, this is plus sir. This is the place of output V naught. Got it, students? So to the non-inverting node, the supply of 10 volt is there. Right sir? This is 1 kilo ohm resistance is there. Right? This is grounded. Sir, he said that initially the switch is open at t equal to 0, the switch is closed, we can call. Now I can close that switch. The switch is closed sir at t equal to 0 second. At t equal to 0 second, the switch is to be closed, we can call. Now this is the capacitor sir, that can get charging you can call. This is the capacitor. He indicated that voltage to which it charged is Vc. That value of Vc is asking. And he specified that saturation voltages are what sir? 15 volt I think. Plus or minus 15 sir. This is plus 15. This is minus 15. So this is the circuit diagram there. Can I go for now sir? Using virtual ground, this node is also at 10 volts sir. That one is also towards sir 10 volt you can call. Now I assume that the corresponding current in this branch is I. Here is IF I can. What is I there? I equal to 10 minus 0 by 1 k sir. That equal to 10 milliampere. That equal to what sir? 10 milliampere. Now what I require sir means I require that Vc sir. So now I require that what sir means voltage of the capacitor at t equal to 1 millisecond I require sir. Voltage of the capacitor at t equal to 1 millisecond I require. Now you see this one now. IF equal to I. So what is that IF sir? IF equal to C into dV by dt. Can I write sir? C into d by dt of V. V equal to voltage of the capacitor. this one, sir, equal to I. So IF equal to I, what is that IF, sir? IF is the voltage, IF is the current in this capacitor, sir. So using the formula I equal to dq by dt, that equal to C into dV by dt, since what I can call, sir, IF equal to dq by dt, that equal to C into dV by dt, sir. Okay, that one I written, sir. So C into V means voltage of the capacitor, that is already given Vc, so dt, sir. So now I can substitute those things. Okay, so C into, what is that capacitance? C is given 1 micro, sir, 10 power minus 6 into, sir, dVc, voltage of the capacitor is Vc, sir, as it is written Vc. What is the time is given, sir? 1 millisecond, sir, 10 power minus 3 equal to I equal to how much, sir? 10 milliampere, 10 into 10 power minus 3. I equal to how much, sir? 10 milliampere, that I written, right? Sir, now I can able to go for this one now. Take this one, that side, sir, 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 into Vc equal to 10 into 10 power minus 6. Implies Vc equal to 10 volts, sir. You may get that corresponding Vc equal to how much, sir, means 10 volt you can get. So this is the voltage to which the capacitor to be charged at t equal to 1 millisecond after closing the switch. After closing the switch, the capacitor voltage charged to 10 volts, sir. Sir, it should be less than your saturation value. So less than the saturation value of plus or minus 15, sir, no problem for this. Here the capacitor voltage itself equal to the output voltage comes. So this is a 10 volts, sir, with this within the scale, no problem for that. So Vc equal to 10 volt you can call. So that is the capacitor that can be charged at t equal to what, sir? 1 millisecond after the switch closed, you can call after the switch closed. And so the students, the remaining questions we can discuss in the next session. Okay, thank you, all the best.